just like his late mom, Prince Harry is loved, and this kind of project is so unique. Yes. I've never heard of, you know, anything that has to do with the military men that, you know, were wounded, being celebrated like this.
And that is why it is really symbolic that he had to go to the 44 Reference Hospital. That is an hospital that...
I think you've been there, you know.
Yes, if you visit that hospital and you see the state of our soldiers who had sacrificed so much for their country, you are likely to burst into tears. You know, some have lost both limbs. You know, it's really fitting that Prince Harry chose to visit them, and I'm sure they will never forget this experience. And the governor of Kaduna said something that I held on to. He described Prince Charles as a symbol of courage, compassion, and oneness of the human race. Because at the end of the day, we are one people. Whether you are black or you are white, we all feel pain. And to come and lift the spirits of our troops is something that I am really grateful to Prince Harry for. And he also visited a school here in Abuja. You know, it was really gratifying to see him doing the jump around with those little boys and girls. You know?
I even saw him. He sat down. He was playing volleyball.
Yes, they call it sitting volleyball. He lost one of the games, but that's not what matters. What matters is seeing him leveling up with those, such people and trying to lift their spirits.
Now, I don't know, Chidi, this is very unique. And this kind of thing all around the world. I was watching CNN yesterday and it really made headline, and I felt very proud of Prince Harry.
I mean, just like my colleague have just said, what Harry has just done, or rather, you know, by establishing that particular Invictus Games, which essentially, let me even tell you a little bit about Invictus Games. You know, 10 years, rather, upon retiring from the British Armed Forces, Harry, probably propelled by that kind of spirit of his mom, thought of something to give to the world. And then he remembered his immediate constituency at that time, when I'm talking about the military. And he knew that a number of his colleagues, a number of servicemen across the world who had fought for their countries, who had defended, the sovereignty of their countries, or defended, human, liberty and everything. And a number of them are, weighed down by such, memes and, arms laws and all that. So he established that game just to keep the spirit alive. So as far as I'm concerned, this visit is not even about Prince Harry. This visit is about those our troops that he went to see in 44. His visit is very symbolic because it kind of brings to us, reminds us that there are, heroes among us who suffered for us, who have, lost their limbs, lost their vital part of the body because they want to defend us from those who want to destroy us. So I appreciate Harry and anybody who tried to make any fuse out of his visit. But I just had a few number of people, commentators, who thought that it's something they could, make some noise about. As far as I'm concerned, that is humanity, that's compassion, that's love for each other coming to play. So I appreciate Harry. And I don't know exactly who initiated that particular visit. If it was the Invictus Game people or whether it is the Chief of Defense Staff. But whoever initiated the visit has done a good job. If you saw the some of those of our troops who are playing sitting volleyball, you see excitement, see their spirit being revived.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, to me it was.
These are wounded soldiers.
These are wounded soldiers who ordinarily ought to, be out there fighting, but I think I appreciate Harry for this.
You know, the wife met with one 9-year-old girl and sat with her during sitting for volleyball, and the girl said she will never forget that day in her life. It's quite significant, if like when you meet a queen.
Yeah, just like those who were alive and witnessed Prince Harry's grandmom's visit to Nigeria on 2nd February 1956.
Okay.
They will never forget, especially those children who lined the roads. They will never forget. It's not an experience to forget. No, you just can't forget.
So that was the grandmom?
Yes, not the Queen Elizabeth II. You know, she visited Nigeria before we officially became an independent nation. She went to Kaduna amongst the places that she visited. And the governor of Kaduna State was, you know, trying to draw a parallel between that visit and this. You know, to say, look, your mom was here, and your visit reminds us of 2nd February 1956 when your mom visited us here in Nigeria, here in Kaduna. So I'm so happy about this visit, and I hope that our troops will get such more such morale boosting.
That's the word.
You can imagine for the president, maybe as one of the events of October 1 celebration, visiting the 44 Reference Hospital. That will make a very big impact. I want to see that happen. I hope that the people in charge of the president's itinerary will try and incorporate this as part of the celebration of Independence Day.
All right.